Hello! I've been playing backpack battles for some time now and just wanted to share my strategy to get to master as a ranger. This is my whole run with some input about my decision making and what was my thought process. Bear in mind, I could have made some mistakes here and there, but overall I feel like this build is decent enough to share with you all. First round I always force second wooden sword with whetstone, and most of the time I can buy one stone to fit in the last slot. In this case I was lucky to get all I want, but sometimes you'll have to roll 2-3 times to get all of those items. We're gonna need bigger backpack, so I reserve extra space, and piggy bank is a great item that we can convert into lucky pig later. We have two items that can synergize with it, shield and piercing arrow. Spear is an amazing weapon early and in current meta holds into the late game. Was lucky enough to get also discount on leather bag. If not for this lucky turn of events, wooden sword with 2 whetstones is probably enough to get us to round 4. I always buy stones, they cost 1 gold and can be sold for 1 if you need extra money. But another reason is bag of stones that makes them very great early game weapon. I was thinking about getting second piggy bank. Basically, if I keep it for 1 round in my backpack and sell it, it pays for itself. Healing herbs early are also surprisingly good. That extra healing can make a difference when your life pool is very small. In the end I decided to put myself in even better spot by taking customer cards so we can fish for good items earlier. I instantly go for piggy bank to make lucky pig. Clover boosts accuracy and spear is on 85% by default, so having extra one helps a little with consistency. I decided to go with shield here to get some extra defense. Current meta is hammer with a lot of daggers and often you're against double weapons anyway. Again, I should have rearranged backpack to utilize that one slot for spear, but as you will witness, it would not matter anyway in our next battle. Here you can witness the power of Bag of Stones, another item I'm really happy to get early, especially since it's synchronized with Hero Sword very well, giving stones that +2 damage. After the first loss, time for being lazy was over, so I optimized my backpack the way it should be from the get-go. It was too early for bow and arrow and I decided I needed more chances for extra items, so I unreserved leather armor to find bloodstone right away. Sometimes you are just unlucky. I decided to open up option to go for Falcon Blade. It's almost mid-game and I don't have clear win condition yet, so at least I can try to hope to survive 10 rounds with extra triggers from that sword. Stone is basically free and extra damage. My opponent is using magic staff, another nice win condition item, but in this case spear with extra activation speed was superior. And here it is, our Lord and Savior Goobert. Going Steel Goobert feels as a very natural extension of our starting build with Hero Sword, so there is no other choice than pursue the dream. I prepared the board for Shield of Valor I plan to get next round. Synergy between it and Steel Goobert is very strong now, it offers 30% more shield to Gooby, so we get extra 5-6 armor each trigger. On top of that, Hammer and Daggers build is countered hard by this combination. I don't have many activators, but after losing +2 damage from Hero Sword, I had to use Spear as my win condition. Bow will help a bit here, but that means it will be really hard to get Shield of Valor. Selling stones also means I will not get use of Buck of Stones I like to put at the bottom of the cupboard. But in the end it's a moment in game where hammers start showing up, so ended up getting the shield. My opponent showing us why Spear and Buck of Stones can be very good. Get completely demolished by his anti-armor strat. Since I have Lucky Pick and not many nature items, Piercing Arrow is the way to go. I really like Yggdrasil in some cases, especially while running Gubbard, but Arrow is very solid for getting fast crit. Cheap Book of Light and extra backpack space solve a lot of problems I had with my build. Not only we get plus 20% chance to trigger shield when attacked, but that arrow placement on top means I should get some extra clover procs for nice crit chance. Shield won us a game with extra armor and stamina reduction. It triggered 8 times that battle. I wrote 2 items I really like to have. Ripsaw Blade is amazing counter to Yggdrasil and most importantly Spike's build. Has also a bit better base damage compared to Spear. Jinx is also great, but in this case I had to let it go. Acorn Collar is also amazing item. With 10 clovers, weapon in your starting backpack will have 100% crit chance, so huge DPS boost. I decided to go for grid reroll, hoping for some back space. And in the end we got what we wanted. Small adjustments and we have pretty nice combo going on. Chris already paying off. Crossblades had nothing on us. I decided to go for discounted Sapphire Gem. It gives me mana source for Book of Light, counters armor builds by going directly for health, and also chills on top of all of that. Ripsaw Blade has to wait. I need more backspace first. Extra clover for better crit chance and making sure Spear benefit from those extra free slots I have. And here is the build we mainly aim to counter. In this case our opponent doesn't have any dark crystals yet, so it's much easier to deal with. The time has come for Ripsaw Blade to shine. I have enough stamina to sustain 2 weapons, my DPS should look even better than before. I was considering Mana Orb, but the only use I have for it right now is just Book of Light. What I need more is Black Space. Can't win them all, but it was very close. Flute works great here, gives us clovers, stamina or just extra armor. I have 6 stars on it, meaning it will trigger every 3.1 second. That mana orb was clutch this round. Book of Light save us from 2 crits that could sway the result my opponent's way. Since last battle was very close and I don't have stones at the bottom of my steel Goobert, I decided it's probably better to get extra firepower instead of extra triggers from Goobert. With new items placement, Flute will lose extra stars when placed as Goobert activator. Solution to all those problems was another Book of Light. With new setup, I will also get more mana activations from Mana Orb. Having second Shield of Valor is going to be great versus all the hammer builds I will encounter, but it will have to wait for more backpack space. For now it's time for finisher, Genie Lamp. Ruby Gem will give me even more sustain. Don't need blueberries at this point, second color would be nice, but not necessary. Luckily, I get another Ruby Gem. Extra back space is what we get, but still not enough for extra shield. Finally, we can fulfill the plan and shield lands on our board.
Okay.
Pack of Stones is here, but at this point no place to fit it in. I don't merge rubies, because double leech will be just better at this point. All this time Piercing Arrow was giving us clovers, but now I have enough space and activators to point it the right way and get benefit of extra crit damage and armor destruction. Crits are going into ridiculous category. What you want to see? Extra Genie Lamp to ramp my damage even faster, and then just some extra finishing touches. Getting funny pack to get extra attack speed on spear, and it's time for the final round.
Okay.
So in the end we get through the survival round with all the wins, and I was able to reach Master. I hope this video was helpful and gave you some more insight into Crit Ranger. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.